It's rogue. And some people are so horrible to actually hate on accessibility options. So today, together, we are gonna shame them with facts and logic because that's what I like doing. Now, that idea that has finally introduced an FOV slider, and it's not a secret that I guess everyone has cranked it up to the maximum because the game looks much, much better when you can see a little bit more. Now, it's I think a 10-degree field of view change. It was old Shadowborn made biscuit. So you still look in first person. The core of the game has not been changed in any way, and this kind of accessibility option helps some people that would have motion sickness, but of course so many people will never be able to experience killer because they cannot play in first person. And before you're like, ha, it was like that, ha, it's impossible. My best friend cannot play first person games. So a lot of people around you actually suffer from motion sickness, even severe motion sickness. And so many arguments have been made against this. But before I delve into them a little bit more specifically, there's something else that also falls into the hated category of the average Twitter slash Reddit user, and that is filters. I'm not talking like super cranked filters where you just desaturate every color and only keep the red, which I don't mind, I don't care, I don't like them, and it's not the topic for today. I'm talking people hating on actual brightness filters. Now, look at my game, okay? Look at my game. See the colors, like the reds, see how nice this blue is, the yellow of Billy's eyes, the blood, okay? This is filters. If I remove them, this is what you see. It's the same thing, but a little bit more ugly. If you think this give me a competitive advantage of any sort, you're delusional. Like you have a problem. I'm not ashamed to say that you have an actual problem. Like, do you really think I see more like this? The game just looks better. That's it. I see the exact same things. Like I can render every leaf anyway, every pebble, every whatever. If there was a Nia hiding in this corner with a dark cosmetic, I will still see her. Like this, just the game looks better. My appreciation of the graphics of the game increases and I enjoy playing it more, and that's the only thing. But some people really don't want others to have nice things, so they complain. I have generally seen people complain about the FOV slider, a true accessibility option, and filters like this because for them, for whatever reason, the game needs to be as vanilla as possible. Now the reasons they add for this, they are kind of quirky to say the least. So usually the most brought up reason is that these are options that you cannot have on console, and it's specifically for PC, and that couldn't be farther from the truth. You can change the brightness, the saturation, even like the color, like the most predominant color in most of your screens. Doesn't matter if it's from a television, if it's from a PC monitor, you can do that. The only issue I have with this is that it's not a base kit option. I would love it to be a base kit option because things like a crosshair and this kind of filter should not be locked by you being able to afford a monitor that does that, because minors play this game, people that don't have that much money play this game, and if your monitor cannot do that, you should have an in-game option for that. And I 100% agree with this. But the point of these people is not like, okay, let's make this a base kit option so that everyone can do it. No. The point of these people is this should not exist in game. The game should be as dark as possible so that I can hide in a corner and never be found. Because yeah, that's it. It boils down to it. Because when you say like, yeah, that should absolutely be a base option because it's nice, you can see better, the game looks so much better. That should most definitely fall on the devs to implement it. They're like, no, that should just not exist. Like, bro, everyone can change the brightness and setting of their monitor, provided they have a monitor that is not super old. And people that have monitors that are super old probably don't have that much money, and it's kind of classist to lock that behind what you have at home. It should be a base option, but no, they just don't want it. They just don't want it. It's not actually a war on getting better options in game. No, they simply do not want that. And the same goes for the FOV slider. Now, a lot of people suffer from motion sickness. According to these chronically online people, they should not be able to play the game. They should not have the FOV slider. They should just not enjoy it. Why? Well, because according to statistics pulled out of their ass, it's not so many people. That's literally the vast majority of people. I can get to the statistics right now. Let's go. 80%! 80% of the general population is susceptible to cases of medium to high motion sickness. Medium to high! Which means that in the other 20%, there are people that play nurse 6 times in a row and now they have to vomit their soul out. And these people are like, no, not that many people suffer from motion sickness. Yeah, keep coping, keep coping. In the end, when you bring counter arguments to all of their bullshit and you're like, no, this is not true. A lot of people suffer from motion sickness. Yes, this should be a basic option that is just provided by the game, blah, blah, blah. They're just like, no, the game is, I want to hide. I want to hide in a bush and I don't want the killer to find me because, I just want to sneak around and maybe, just blah, blah, blah. Like, what? Now, of course, you bought the game. You play it however you want. You can AFK in a corner all of your matches as far as I'm concerned. But if you advocate for hiding omega boring gameplay to be something the game should be balanced around, I have to laugh in your face and show you why you are bad at the game. And here the gameplay comes into play. These people that just do not want to interact with the killer, they are just there. They're just like, well, if I interact with the killer, I'm just gonna DC because apparently I don't know what the fuck they want to do. A gen simulator, a skill check simulator, or healing teammate simulator. I don't know. And they are so fixated on the game being balanced around it and every little nice option that we get to just make people enjoy the experience more. People that actually want to play it, they want to loop, they want to get flashy saves, they don't want to play like fucking Immersed 2016 Survivors with the darkest cosmetic possible. They hate that. They hate the kind of accessibility options. But I have breaking news for you. I don't need the advanced field of view to know that you are there. I know this is gonna blow your mind, but a good killer knows where you are approximately at all time. A good killer doesn't need aura reading, doesn't need ultimate weapon, doesn't need shit, and your distortion, calm spirit, lucky break, whatever the fuck, is not gonna throw them off because you have not learned how to play the game, just relying on those perks that will make inexperienced killers not find you. But a good killer, they know where you are and they will find the stupid bush you are in. Also, on the side, if you think hiding in a bush is something that, should actually not be made impossible by a brightness filter that makes the area between these two strands of grass 1.1% brighter. If you go here in your graphics and set your quality to low, a lot of bushes are just going to disappear. So the bush that you are in, the bush that you're hiding in, that's actually gone. You are just crouching. Just a note on the side. Just a note on the side about competitive advantage of filters and shit. But anyway, a killer will find you. And you will DC or kill yourself on Nook or whatever you cringe lords like doing. And honestly, I hope you're gonna start hating the game. I hope you keep going against killers and know what you do. And I hope you will stop playing because people like you are ruining the community. So enjoy this gameplay where, as Billy, I went against 3 distortions. People that were very convinced I could never found them. And guess what they did when I found them? Well, it's up for you to discover. Enjoy this immersed gameplay. Bye. Hello. This map is the strangey, rangy, religion, energy. Is it one aura? I think. Thanks for being brave. Oof, that would have been. I don't know what I hit, by the way. I am speechless, but it's okay. I'm not gonna see anyone with barbecue. Yes. Bro. Average distortion user. No, I don't want to be the kind of. Oh, she's gonna kill herself. Or not, of course. I swear distortion users are not a breed. Like they're just distortion users. That's the way they are. The killer found me. I must kill myself or not. Okay. Who am I to say no? Like, or die or not? Someone has to die, I'm sorry. You need to do some prediction here. Ooh. Where did I go? Oh, but yeah, there's this. Maybe on the other side though.